Hi USY Facts fans, I'm Will Landman, Metney USYer and founder of USY Facts, and I'm excited and honored to introduce an important person in this organization. He was interviewed in the first USY Facts video, and his interview was one of my first highlights during the page's first months of getting on its feet. He's here today, Skyping from Israel and Nativ, to do a retrospective interview talking about his year, what he'll miss, and more. It's a great pleasure of mine to introduce 2011 International President DJ Kaplan. Thanks for taking the time out of your busy schedule to do another interview with me, DJ.
No problem. Anytime, Will. I got you.
So, IC Orlando feels like it was yesterday. How strange is it that the year is coming to a close?
It's really, really strange. It's weird to think about how yesterday everything was just started, like how it feels like yesterday everything was just starting, and I was having meetings with Jules, and now I'm here in Israel and ending the term, and it's very weird, but it's definitely an exciting thing that IC is coming, and I'm really looking forward to it. So
how do you feel the year went as international president?
I think the year went really, really well. Talked to a lot of the regional presidents. We've had a lot of successful conventions. We've had a lot of successful programming. SATO money went up. A lot of things have looked a lot better, and I really could not be happier with how the year has gone.
So what were some of your highlights as being president?
Some of my highlights, probably all of the personal time I got to spend with Jules. That's definitely a big highlight. Also, I think the other biggest highlight, because Jules is probably up there, is getting to visit all the pilgrimage groups and all the Wheels buses. That was a really cool experience, getting to meet everyone and really experience that USY summer trip that everyone talks about, because being a Vermont kid, I never got to experience that. So that was definitely, those were probably the two highlights of being international president for me.
So what was it like to be at your final cruisy event last year?
Well, that was a long time ago. My final cruisy event was probably one of the most emotional times I've had in a very, very long time. Think I cried a few times, but it was great. It was more than I could have wanted my final convention to be. First year doing it at a camp, which I highly suggest. It was great. It was a really good time. Couldn't have asked for anything better.
So what are you going to miss in USY?
I'm probably going to miss, besides for the people, because the people are really what make USY, I'm gonna miss that like solid connection to Judaism that I can always look back on, because being in USY really gives you the opportunity to explore Judaism in a whole new way that unfortunately once you graduate starts to become harder and harder to connect to.
So what is your advice for people who are running for international board, who are in the same spot you were this time last year?
My advice for the people who are running for international board is to really go in with a smile. Everything seems really tense. Everything's really, like, it's a crazy time. I know, I was there. But just make sure you have everything planned, practice a lot, and just know that whatever happens, everything happens for a reason. I think that's my advice.
So how excited are you for International Convention?
I am more excited than you could possibly imagine. It's going to be a great time. There are so many cool things planned. Shira and Ellie have been doing a great job making sure that everything's going to go smoothly at this convention, along with all essential staff and all the other USYers, International Board, who's working on it. It's going to be one of the best times ever. Make sure you tell all your friends. Make sure you get your Wheels buses and your pilgrimage groups and everyone, and your Ramah friends and everyone there, because IC is one of the best times to reunite with everybody. I think that's one of the coolest parts about IC. And I know I'm excited to see all my friends that I made over the summer and that I knew from before.
So what are your plans for the future after IC and USY?
My future plans are to come back to Israel, because I will still be on that beach. And after that, I guess I'm going to the University of Cincinnati and studying graphic design, and we'll see where life takes me after that.
So you plan to come back and staff in the future?
I would love to come back and staff future events for USY. I think that they're great opportunities for other USYers, and being a staff member and being able to make that impact on other USYers is a really rare opportunity. So hopefully I'll be able to do that.
So I think it's only fitting that in the last few minutes of the interview, I'd say a few things about my experience I've had with you during the past few months. Whenever I needed something from you, I've always got a quick response. You've given me great submissions about Fall Board Weekend. You gave me live updates from Israel and Wheels, which were really awesome, and so much more. I remember you talking about in our first interview how you wanted to bring USY into a social media more. Well, I hope through our combined efforts and so much for support from everyone that I helped you achieve part of that goal. And with these last few minutes, if you'd like to give some final goodbyes to USYers, shout-outs to friends, people who've influenced you, or anyone you'd like to say something to. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. First, definitely want to say thank you to Cruzy, my home region, and to Marlene, my regional advisor from Cruzy. I don't know where I'd be without them. And also, of course, I know this is so cheesy, but like my family is such a USY family. All of my siblings were on regional board. My mom and my grandma were advisors in Cruzy, so it runs in my blood. So I guess gotta thank them as well. And really, just being here and having all the support from all of the USYers everywhere is really the greatest thing, and I can't say thank you enough for that. And just know, hopefully, this is not goodbye. There's a lot more to come, and I can't wait to see everyone at IC.
Well, thanks so much, DJ. It's great to have worked with you this year through USY Facts. It's been a pleasure working with you, and thanks again for all your help. I know you're excited for International Convention, and I'm really excited to see everyone as well, so I know we'll see everyone real soon.
Thanks, Will.